Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick brain dump here and talk to you about something that's kind of been bothering me a little bit. And that's this idea that all of the things that I'm learning today about business and productivity and marketing and how to get to the things that I love doing while still being able to spend time with and support my family. All of those things that I'm learning, had I known those things or had I executed those things as a younger man, I would be in a much different position today. And so that got me starting to kind of think negatively toward my younger self. That guy didn't have all of the responsibilities that I have today. He didn't have a mortgage. He didn't have 5 going on 6 kids. He didn't have aches and pains. He had a lot of time on his hands. And instead of taking advantage of that time and really making the most of it, he spent his time working for the bank and kind of squandering his resources that way. Do you hear how negative that is, though? I realized that my negative thoughts were not really a reflection of the reality of my past, but they were a reflection of kind of the mental space that I'm in right now. Studies have shown that the further removed we are from past events, the more those memories tend to change based on our current input. And so if your current input is positive, you're going to think more positively about your memories. If your current input is negative, you're going to think more negatively about your memories. And so I realized, I'm in a negative space right now, and I need to change my thinking and start to think more positively. And so what I did was I started to think back to some of the things that my younger self did do well. My younger self wrote music and lyrics for and recorded and produced 3 albums with a band. And our band played live shows all over the place. And we also did a Midwest tour, and it wasn't hugely successful. Sometimes we were playing to like 3 or 4 people. But we got to hop in a van and road trip it and do that. And that was one of the dreams that I had growing up. He also self-taught all of the things that I know today about design and web development. He really laid the foundation for all of those creative things that I use today, every day that I use. And not only that, he established a family and made choices that allow me today to spend a lot of time with my kids and still be able to support them. And so I realized that I was being so hard on my past self, but I really had a lot to be thankful for, and that it's not productive at all. It does nothing for me to have regret when thinking about my former self. But if I'm thankful to that person, to that younger self, it really kind of puts me in the right frame of mind to think forward and to say, okay, what are the choices that I'm making today? What are the decisions that I'm making now that my future self is going to thank me for? Now, I don't want to live in the future, and I don't want to live in the past. I definitely want to be present, but I want to be mindful of what I'm doing today that is going to influence where I'm going to be tomorrow. I want to kind of keep those goals in mind, so that my future self can reap the benefits of the efforts and the decisions and the choices that I'm making now. But it also kind of takes the pressure off, because I know there are things that I'm going to know in the future that I just don't know now. And that's okay. I'm learning as I go. I'm iterating. So I don't know if that's helpful to you, but I wanted to share that with you because it's something that I'm going through. And if you did find it helpful and useful, I talk about a lot of this kind of thing. I talk about pursuing your passion and building a business in the context of raising a family and spending time with your family and supporting your family. I do that over at bentolson.com/intheboat. So you can go there to read more material like this. And thank you very much for listening. We'll talk to you next time.